watching this video. I appreciate you for tapping in with me. It's been like 6 or 7 days since I uploaded, so I'm disappointed in myself for that. But yeah, we're just gonna hop straight into it, man. So today's video is obviously gonna be about, you know, the Cowboys and not paying Ceedee Lamb up until this point. And I know it's a continuous thing. Y'all always hear me like, oh, like I'm always coming on here saying like, oh, I'm, you know, sick and tired of Cowboys. This is why we'll never win. Whoop-de-woo. Like, I'm not a fan no more. I ain't fucking, like, it's just like, it's so much that always happen with our organization, whether it be how we play in the playoffs, you know, off season and superstar, not signing big name superstars and shit like, and stuff like this. But like, if you look at the whole Ceedee Lamb situation, he's only gotten better each year he's been on our team. We drafted him in 2020. So he going into what, year 4? He just had a crazy season last year. And the season before that, he still cracked over 1,000 yards. So he's had 2 back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, bro. And he was definitely our number 1 option this year on our offense. He was our best receiver. Arguably the best receiver this season. You know what I'm saying? Behind big names like Tyreek Hill and Justin Jefferson. Like, he was top 3 for sure. And the fact that we didn't want to, like, pay him up front, like, I don't know why we always have so much conflict within doing what's so simple. Like, we can never do what's so simple. Granted, the Cowboys have, you know, some contract issues brewing because, you know, we got to pay a lot of different players that's really essential to the foundation of our team. We got a lot of players that honestly made the team better. You know, we got Diggs, Ceedee, D-Law, Dak. We got players. Michael Parsons, you know what I'm saying? So we got players that we have to consider about paying. I think Zach Martin already paid, or we got to pay him too. But, you know, we got a lot of guys that we have to pay. And so I can kind of understand. But, like, to have not already known, because, like, you don't just, like, think about this the day that it comes up. Like, this has already been a thing. So we should have already been having it planned out, especially how he was playing this year and what he means to our franchise. He's wearing 88. So that should already tell you everything right now. Like, why don't we already have a contract in mind? Or why are we not more vocal with him? Why, if we such a family-oriented organization, like, we are so loyal to our players, especially if they're somewhat decent for us, because we the face of the whole league. Like, we will show them way more respect than we should, and we'll be way more loyal longer than we should have been. So the fact that he wearing 88 lets me know he wasn't going nowhere. It's Ceedee, especially after the 2 seasons he had. My main problem is that why do we have to have him hold out and miss training camp, and we have to do all this stuff just for us to get him a contract? We did the same thing. Like, we always doing that. And it just goes back to, like, when it be free agency and we don't get no big-name players. Like, we had opportunity to get so many big-name players, and we don't never do it because we're complacent with being a team that's just talked about, a team that's always, like, in the mix as far as being one of those good teams. We won back in the day, but I don't feel no urgency for them to win like now. I honestly don't. Especially with everybody else getting better around us and us not doing nothing in free agency and really the draft for real. Like, I mean, we did what we could have did, but I don't know. We wasn't able to just make no crazy moves, or we was able to make moves and didn't make them. So it's just like, I don't think that the Cowboys are gonna have as good of a season this year as we think. Like, I'm getting, you know what I'm saying, 500 vibes, like 8-8 type. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of vibes I'm getting. I'm not getting a team that's going out here and trying to win 12 to 13 games. It all starts within the organization, though. I can't say the coaches don't want it. I seen Mike McCarthy was getting frustrated in the fact that Jerry Jones ain't making a push to get certain pieces and make certain changes, which I would too, especially if I'm a coach that came in and I've been winning and I've been making an effort to do better, and you're not trying to help me in the slightest. You're putting all of it on me. It's tough. It's hard. It's already hard in general to play for the Cowboys, like, especially being Dak. Like, that's why sometimes I have to, like, kind of sit back and really think about, you know, some of the stuff that I can say about Dak or think about Dak, because Dak has came in the league and did a hell of a job. I feel like that's the reason why he had so much success his rookie season when he came in, when Romo got hurt, is because he didn't understand the magnitude of the expectations he had as being the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. And at that time, he wasn't. He was just trying to go out and make sure that he did his job so that when Romo got back, we were in position to do something. And he well beyond did that, making it to the playoffs and making it to the second round. You know what I'm saying? So I think ever since then, yeah, he's gotten back to the second round. He's gotten back to the playoffs. But once that settles in and you're the guy and you're the team that everybody wants to beat every single week, granted his story too, and his mom passing and his brother passing and all of the stuff he done been through, you know, it kind of make it hard for me to not like bro or to be so hard on him, just because I understand, like, bro, you got to go through everything playing with the Dallas Cowboys, and it's just like, it's a lot of pressure because we expected to win because we've done it. We've already been there, done that. I think we got the most Super Bowls in the NFL. It's us or the Patriots, and we tied. But we up there. We got a lot of championships. And, you know, for us to be America's team, like, it's Super Bowl or bust. So it's kind of hard dealing with that, man. And then you get to the playoffs, and it's like the same story written every year. We can put it on Dak, but, like, we also got to put it on the defense, too. Like, we also got to put it on the offense, too, like the whole offense. It ain't just him. So, you know, he's a major part of it, though. Don't get me wrong, because there's been times where we looked great and he just can't get it together, just throwing pick after pick after pick. So, you know, he's had his fair share of being the main reason of our downfall. But Jerry Jones, man, he's consistently been the reason why the Cowboys have been held down, like with an anchor, and we trying to swim free out of the ocean, but we got this heavy ass anchor on our leg, and we can't swim out of it because Jerry Jones is clinging on to the past. So I don't know what he's doing, but it's like, it's not, he can't change his identity. He's still in the same wave. Like, football has only advanced since the last time we won a championship, a Super Bowl. It's only advanced and gotten better. So if you think we finna come out with this same like type of mantra of playing a certain way or being, you know what I'm saying, a certain type of way in your organization, it ain't gonna work. You gotta look at the people who are doing it effectively and take from them and take notes on that. But you can't just keep on, you know what I'm saying, trying to do things the way that it was done back in the day. Also, you gotta know your team. Just because you're the owner, and a big part about being the owner is knowing your organization. You got to really know your organization. You got to know what your quarterback needs to play his best as far as scheme, as far as what type of coach he needs, what type of pieces around him he needs. You know what I'm saying? What tempo he's best at. You got to know all of that. And we've had Dak for this long, so he should obviously know that by now. And then at that point, once you make him as comfortable as you can, as far as giving him what he needs, being open with him, Dak is way more valued than any other player on the team. Because if you don't got a quarterback, you ain't going to do nothing, plain and simple. But our teams are always good. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we have everything we need. And, you know, a big part of everything we need is Ceedee Lamb, and we're not paying him. It's crazy, brother. He has to hold out and do all of this. Like, why us? You know what I'm saying? We already not picked to go to the Super Bowl, obviously. We already hated on and doubted. So why can't we just do the simple things, right? It's like paying our biggest player on our team. He's probably the most marketable player right now on our team. He for sure has to lead in jersey sales. Him or Parsons, one of the two. But point is, he's still young. And he's looking very much in his prime right now. What are we, like, you know what I'm saying? What are we debating? Now, seeing that Michael Gallup retiring kind of helped us out as far as a little bit of wiggle room with the money. But it's like, even before that, it's like, get a man what you want. We got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have all this money invested. And Jerry Jones make money from not just NFL, like the NFL. Like, he make it from surrounding high schools and colleges when they want to come and play up there at the stadium. You know, he always welcome to have concerts, anything. So he's continuously making millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. You know, so I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy that we have to endure the pain of just knowing that we can't even do the simple stuff like this right. I can only imagine how it's gonna look in the future. Like, when are we gonna get it right? When is it really gonna be our year? Because we love to say, oh, this is our year. Well, I personally don't love to say that. I've never honestly said that. But, you know, for the people who do spam it and cause that stereotype on all Cowboys fans, you know what I'm saying? When is it ever really going to be our year? And I'm not seeing any sign of that being a thing, like, in the near future. We still might have another decade or two. And what's scary to think about that, too, is that I'm only getting older. So I'm still young. Like, I still remember watching the Cowboys from, like, being a kid and stuff like that and a teenager. So by the time I'm in my 30s or 40s, if we still ain't won a Super Bowl, I might lose my mind. And I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying, by the time I get to that point, I would have already went and started becoming a fan of a different team. I already told y'all who the substitute is. I told them to get their feet buzzing because they about to be, you know what I'm saying, up next. I'm saying maybe 2 more seasons, if that. Really not even 2 this season. You know what I'm saying? Even though we're against all odds because the Eagles and all that, whatever. If we don't look like a different type of team, because I have to be able to have that eye test. I have to be able to see consecutive games and see how we handle adversity, see how we play good teams. I have to see all that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just so much of us winning games. It boils down to a lot more stuff than that. I have to see how we play, if we looking like the same team or not, if players are, you know, being disciplined and going all out. Are we changing stuff about us that was bad last year and making it better? Because obviously, too, the number one reason why the Cowboys, you know what I'm saying, lose a lot of times, especially against good teams, is not being disciplined, which is getting penalties all the time. False starts, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are the things that hurt us the most. It's not always so much as turnovers, like, not the main thing. It's always hurting ourselves with the penalties and stuff. It just puts way more pressure on us because it's already pressure for us to go and do good. But it's way more pressure when you got to realize that, okay, I'm shooting myself in the foot on top of it already being a lot of pressure. Like, damn, I'm really messing this up right now. So that, you know, that has a lot to it. So, yeah, man. Hopefully we get this deal done soon. I heard that, you know, there might be some talks of how much he's going to be making, and there's a contract that's going to be signed. But this man didn't already miss time on what he's supposed to be doing already. He already supposed to be suited up, pricing and stuff. He ain't even there. You know what I'm saying? And you never want to create doubt in your star players' minds. Like, that's another thing, too. Like, why we even make him feel like we don't want him on the team? You know what I'm saying? Why we even making him feel like he got to do that for us to genuinely rock with him? We drafted him. So in his mind, he should be like, man, I'm playing good. They drafted me. They obviously want me here. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be straight. And then when you see that's not the case, now you're like, damn, well, I guess I'm just going to not go. You know what I'm saying? F them. Now I'm mad. And as a result, this is what happens. So you never wanted to do that because you never know what that'll do in the long run. You see how it panned out for Saquon in New York. And Odell, that was a little bit of a different situation, but you know, you get what I'm trying to say. So, hopefully this don't have a negative effect in the long run, you know what I'm saying? Because I know he wants to get paid, but I'm pretty sure he want to win too. Can't say that for everybody. I mean, you know, a lot of guys nowadays just doing it just for the money. They don't care if they win or lose. Because you see a lot of them NFL dudes, they getting paid, so they don't care about if they lose and or not. They gonna go out and they gonna pop it anyway. They gonna go club or whatever they like. They gonna enjoy life, which you should enjoy the fruits of your labor. That, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you getting paid like that. Why would you not want to live life? But you know, Ceedee, I feel like he wants to win for sure. Especially, I could see it. I can see it because in that playoff game with the Packers and all that, like I could see like Ceedee, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, I'm trying to carry the team right now. I want the ball. Get it to you. Got to get it to me. Why are we not on? Like, what's going on? Like, he was mad. So I know Ceedee genuinely care about the game. So I know he definitely want to win too. So, you know, hopefully him seeing how the organization is and us not making no moves don't ever make him want to leave either, because we're gonna need Ceedee. We're gonna need Ceedee. So. Yeah, man, that's gonna be it for this video. I just had to come and chime in on that. Getting back consistent, man. 6 days is a long time. That's way too long to not be uploading, especially if I'm not where I want to be yet. You know what I'm saying? So I have to really want it, and I'm showing that, you know, I'm not wanting it bad enough right now. So I gotta flip that switch back on, man. No matter what I'm going through off camera, gotta make sure I stay in front of the camera, man. So that's gonna be it for this video. Appreciate y'all for watching, man. It's been your boy. I'm gone.